That's actually, even though it's not quite as small, go ahead and alright, that's good. As long as none of your chocolate can get out, we're fine. You're gonna put the binder on top and then squish it. Wait, do we press it? No, that's my erase it. Oh, sit on it.
Let it on the side. Hey, do it from the side.
You're gonna break my binder. It's okay. I was very proud of your innovation. You guys did a great job figuring out that you can use the side of your binder better than the flat side. Awesome. Okay, we are on step 5, and before we open up our little package, we're actually going to go ahead and think about what step of the rock cycle are we on. So we were at sediment, and now we are doing like pressing it together, probably gonna stick together. So what step of the rock cycle do you think we're on? Or rather, what rock are we creating? If we start as sediment and we press it together without any heat, what type of rock are we creating? And think about it, look at the rock cycle, whether it's up on the board or on your paper, and think about what rock are we making right now? What do you think, Mom? Oh, sorry, Omar. Sedimentary rock is correct. So if you were thinking sedimentary rock, you can go ahead and give yourself a small pat on that and then write it down. And when you are done writing, will you please tap your heads for me? Awesome. Looks like everyone in the first row is ready to go. Middle row, almost everyone's ready to go. Last row, almost everyone's ready to go. Okay. What process, if we're making sedimentary rock, what process did that binder pressing on your sediment represent? Compaction and cementation. Okay, so it's this arrow right here. Go ahead and write that down. That is correct. And if that's what you were thinking, you can give yourself a silent cheer. Perfect. Yep. When you are done writing, will you please raise your Right. See, almost everyone's done. We'll give everyone else who is working a couple of seconds to finish up. While everyone's finishing up, I would just like to point out, we're not going to do this, but remember it is possible for a sedimentary rock to go through weathering and erosion again to become sediment. Okay? We don't have time to take this chocolate and do the same thing with it. Okay? We could, we just don't have time. So if you want to, on your free time, buy some chocolate and try to model the rock cycle and see if you can do this, then by all means, go ahead. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time today, so we'll just skip that step. All right, so we are now on step 6. Now, before you guys do step 6, make sure you're following along as I read it, because we're going to do both step 6 and step 7 at the same time. Step 6 says to open up the wax paper package. Okay, so in just a second, not yet, you're going to open up your little package of wax paper. You're going to look at the rock that you created. Now, don't touch it because your hands have heat in them and we don't need it to be melting it. Okay, so just look at it, and then underneath, I need you to write 3 observations about what it looks like. You don't need to write any observations about what it smells like because it's all chocolate. Okay, so just focus on what it looks like and maybe what it feels like, so the texture. You need to write how many observations? 3. Everyone, how many observations? 3. Okay, go ahead and open it up and write your observations.